What is it you know? We all seem to know everything these days. We know what we see in front of our face. We spend time letting the world know the truth about the mistakes that are being made right in front of our face. But so much of what we see today is just the end result of things that have been planned for such a long time. How do we even know those mistakes were not planned mistakes? Do we know at all? It's kind of tough. When we look at today's society and see the anthropologic warfare that's been going on society, there's so many times that we've seen that they've done things just for a test, only a test. Would that excuse them if the things they have done were a test? I say no, because money was stolen from good people that wanted to help. Deceiving the public, there is no really good reason for it. Studying things is great, but why don't you study things naturally? You don't have to create event. You see, this is the problem with these anthropologists and these, government people that want to study things. And they seem to not be able to get this. I don't know how they don't get it through their thick heads. Okay? When you study something, you want it to be natural so you understand how naturally things happen. Okay? When you set up or create an event to, get people's reactions to it, or to, study the results of things, well, that's being done for no good reason. Because if you're setting up things, you're only looking at and learning from something that was set up, which means that any of that information that you gather from studying an event that was set up or staged can only be useful as if you stage another event or set up some other event. Okay? Which is bad. So in other words, what it comes down to is what they're doing is bad. No matter which way they excuse it or anything else, is bad. And it only means that they plan more bad things, because if they were concerned about natural reactions to natural things, they would study natural reactions to natural things, not study staged bullshit. See what I mean? It could be confusing, but that's the world we live in today. It's quite confusing. There's a lot of mass confusion everywhere, and this is maybe even something they wanted to create. Who knows? I don't even know. When we look deep into some of these things, some of these events, you also have to ask the question of why did they allow certain people and some of these shills and everything to be promoting their mistakes? Even if it was to try and get people to go in a certain direction, they were still there to promote them. Well, they could have actually extinguished it all. It's almost like they helped the awake process in some way. Are they studying with these events people that are awake? To me, that's what it seems. It seems like a lot of what's going on is to study, people, and almost find out who is awakening, how many people are awakening. Can they jumpstart people awake? Can they contain it once they do? There's a lot going on here with this shit. And I don't like any of it, to tell you the truth. None of it really makes any sense unless it was for some future endeavors that were not so kosher, you might say. They say building fear is cheaper than building a wall. In other words, if you scare people so much to not go somewhere, what do you got to build a wall for? The fears are there. They're not going to go there. You know, you don't need to build a wall. You only need to build a wall if people aren't afraid to go there to stop them. But if people are afraid to go there, why would you even need to build a wall? You just got to make them fair. And I think that's something we all got to get over, is our fear of what's going on. So we can get deeper into the studies of why it's going on, because it's important for us to know. You know? And you also got to remember that no matter whatever the reason that it is that they are doing what they are doing in today's society, it is unexcusable and needs to be punished. That, let's make sure we're perfectly clear. Because a lot of this could be about studying and understanding how people move and this and that, and you know, all these different events and how people react to it. There could be many reasons. Okay, and I'm sure there are multiple agendas with just about everything that they do, because this is something we know that they do so many agendas with everything that they do. So no matter what, we got to make sure that the biggest point that we need to make in everything we do is that the people that are involved in this stuff need to be held accountable, and that the things that are going on and what they're doing need to be stopped. Okay, there's not enough talk about that. All right, so it is important that we find out some of these reasons, and most likely a lot of them that we're going to come across is, okay, there are some anthropological reasons that they are doing this, but we also got to understand that it's anthropologic warfare that's going on. Okay, we have to spend more time making the world understand that what they're doing, no matter what reason they're doing it for, is inexcusable. That these people need to be punished. Very few people I see anywhere, whether it's bullshit tube or anywhere, talk about actually stopping these things. I don't hear anybody say, we need to stop this bullshit. Plenty of this mistake, this crisis actor, that crisis actor, and that's great. That's evidence of a reason why we need to stop these things. But we need more people say, hey, no, we're not going to allow this stuff to continue anymore. For whatever reason they are doing it. As the more I look into it, a lot of them, you know, from the government's end, it's kind of non-nefarious and nefarious at the same time. You know, some of the shit may be going on just to study people. But what I'm saying is that's not okay. Okay? You know, studying societies and studying how, you know, people are, if the sole purpose of understanding these things are to better society, but their idea of better society is not the idea that is normal. You know? To them, a better society is a controlled society. A society where the person is not allowed to make decisions from their own free will, but to be programmed the decisions that they're going to make. To me, that's not okay. So, how do we battle something where it's more of an ideological problem? They believe society should be run in such a certain way where, I don't know, maybe there's others out there, people like me, believe that people should be allowed to live their own free will, and I believe that the actual person, believe it or not, I believe most people are good people when less control of the government and oversight and controlling bullshit is there. They don't believe that. So what we need to do is start making other people understand a lot of this is it's an idea problem. You know? They believe one thing. We believe another. And to them, maybe, oh, you can synthesize. No. Fuck that shit. Fuck their, you know, Hegelian dialectic bullshit. All right? I'm not cool with that. All right? We're not going to synthesize with them. Okay, this is more of it. Stop them, kick their fucking ass, and boot them. That's my way of, that's my Hegelian dialectic, my fucking Hegelian foot to their ass. Tell them fuck off. We're not gonna meld together and, you know, we're gonna cause this problem, you're gonna react in this way, and then we're gonna blah blah. No. You're gonna cause this problem, and we're gonna shut you the fuck up by putting a boot up your ass because you caused that problem. That's the way what we need to do. But how do we get people to get behind the idea that we as people together can have a better society when we figure out ways to lock down the people that are creating the society? It's tough. To you, some of you, may be even confusing to even what I've said. But that's okay. I know what I said. Some of other you know, probably do. And that's all that matters.